Listen.
He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news. Y'all, this is Ricky. This story when it was happening last year, it saddened my heart when a father and a son just fight publicly, y'all. And I know it's a couple of daddies and sons fighting, or somebody raised the son as a dad, and then. But anyway, y'all, it's being reported, y'all, that Master P and his son Romeo, y'all, they are back together again. They work things out, y'all, because baby Romeo let Master P have it. Said, yeah, you took my money. You mismanaged it. Well, now, honey, he's saying on social media, quote, here it goes. In order to be used, honey, you have to be willing to be misunderstood and humiliated sometimes. Now they putting the Bible in there.
Now who's saying this?
This is what Romeo is saying to his daddy. He said, Noah, honey, was marked for building the boat. Jerry, y'all, showed us that sometimes we have to be willing to walk through the dead places so that God, honey, could show us how he can, honey, use every situation. Now, every situation, he said, no one ever thought that little David, y'all, could defeat the giant. And we all know, honey, the mistreatment of Jesus. He said, honey, my point. He said, I'm willing to fall, honey, on my sword, honey, for mine. He said, it was never about parent versus child or this false narrative, honey, or that it was about doing whatever had to be done for the growth of my family. He said, today, December the 31st, which he did this the other day, he said, me and my father, honey, Master P, had very hard, honey, conversation. Ironically, y'all, outside in the rain. They was in the rain, Ricky, holding this conversation.
Yeah.
He said, but in order for any generation, y'all, to grow, he said, that communication has to be had and reciprocated on both sides. He said, the good, the bad, and the ugly. The journey ahead, our family can truly begin to heal, and I believe, honey, that many others will use our story as an example to learn from. He said, what a way to close the year. He said, live, love, and on the door, forgive.
And what?
He said, Vivril, V-I-V-R-E, what that mean? Vivril. He said, that means live in African, I guess. More, that means love. He said, that etodor, forgive.
Are you having an episode over
No,
there?
this is what he put out there. He was letting y'all know, honey, he knows some other language, honey. So then there goes Master P, y'all. He thought about it. He said, well, you know what? Happy New Year, y'all. He said, it's all about forgetting the past and looking forward to what lies ahead, pressing forward to go. He said, Philippians, y'all know Philippians 3:13. Yeah. As a parent, I'm growing, taking self-accountability and educating my family and the next generation. He said, love takes growth and forgiveness. He said, seek God first, and everything else, honey, will fall into place. He said, and to all of my kids, he said, we got.
We all we got.
All we got.
Yeah. So I wonder if Bow Wow gonna do that to Jermaine Dupri, gonna send something up like that.
Oh no! Oh God!
There you go.
There you go. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
he. Do you think
Jermaine Dupri don't need him to say nothing to him?
You know,
and vice versa. They fine. The water's off.
the water's off.
The water's off, baby. There's no more bills.
The water's off.
Oh wow! That's a new one we're gonna use for 2023, Brad.
I love that.
The water's off.
Yeah.
My friend used to tell me I'm gonna turn your water off.
You have to say it calmly, like the water's
The water's off.
The water's off.
Like
That's
a
a
bill
new one.
collector.
Now, basically, when you saying the water's off, that means like we good. We're done.
Yeah.
The water, and ain't no turning the water. It's off.
Sound like a bill collector.
That water didn't get turned off over there, honey, with Master P and Lil Romeo. They didn't turn the water off, but this is what his off.
Wow.
There was no.
Well, at least they back together, Gary.
Yeah, but after all that public humiliation, you talked about your daddy took your money and all that stuff. Now you're backpedaling because your daddy said your water gonna be off. That's what Master P told him.
Unless he probably heard that song "Dancing with My Father" again by Luther Vandross.
You know what?
Yeah, that always make you reflect or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, that would do it. So, but it's sad. But we're so glad they're back together again, and everybody's happy, y'all, honey.
Romeo wouldn't dance with his father. Men don't dance together.
Well, Luther Vandross
said it's dancing with my father again.
I heard that song, but did Luther Vandross ever dance with his father?
Maybe he's saying he wished he had got the opportunity to dance with his father, but he died.
Two men don't dance together like
Brad!
Little side to side two step. Snap, boom, snap.
Lean with it.
Hey.
Rock with it. Lean with it. Okay, I got you. I just thought about it. Okay.
That's all right. Yeah.
Luther.
Why
we playing it, though?
Okay, Dave. That's a sad song, honey. Cut it off. But anyway, in another story, y'all, honey, R&B singer baby Summer Walker gave birth to twins, y'all.
Yeah.
And she had help from a doula. Erykah Badu helped her deliver those babies.
What does a doula do?
Pull the babies out.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, she helped deliver the baby.
Talking about Erykah? Yeah,
She's
she
a
does that. She helped
non-medical
deliver
person that
babies.
delivers the child.
Yeah.
It's a more holistic way of having a baby. Yeah.
If you can't afford to go to the hospital, you have a doula.
No, doulas are expensive.
more.
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
Especially if it's Erykah Badu.
yeah. Well, honey.
Oh, I couldn't imagine.
She been doing it for years.
She been doing it for
Yeah.
Yes, honey. Miss Erykah Badu, was she not making, honey?
I'll never forget, I was talking to her on the phone once. She said, I'm calling you back. I'm about to deliver a baby. I'm like, what? And I didn't know. I thought it was a relative. Then I found out later that he delivered a baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, was she not calling Tyrone? She's a doula.
She did do for Tiana Taylor, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, right?
Okay. The Kahlua Dad is one of my favorite. My Kahlua Dad is mousse chocolate. On the high end, you say mousse chocolate. On the low end, you say beautiful brown. That's your Kahlua for the day.
Y'all give it up again with the team.